Got some college football tonight. Hopefully some people come through, want to hang. Western Illinois versus Illinois starting right now. Michigan State up 7-0 on Western Michigan. And we got Colorado, Georgia Tech coming up, as well as Auburn versus Baylor, which could be a good game too.
Davis, as we talked about at the top of the show, getting Western Illinois up off the mat, throwing punches again. Led them to 4 wins a year ago, and that was major progress considering the 2 years before they didn't win a single game. Said there's significant nostalgia for him as a Midwest kid, and all the players on his team from Illinois starting in Champaign and going next week to play at Northwestern. Phil, nothing like being back on campus to kick off a season.
No, it's great. The energy is great here. The people are still filing in to get in their seats. And you know, Paul, you were talking about Brett Bielema, the head coach. I just got to say this. First time I met him was here a couple days ago. His presence, his personality.
We're going to check out the fight in Illini, Illinois versus Western Illinois. Illinois is the number 12 ranked team in the country. And then after that, we're going to check out Buffalo. Colorado Buffaloes versus Georgia Tech. And we might check out Auburn, Baylor as well.
Corey Davis. And he is their fastest player. He is their playmaker. That is actually Fabian Baez. And we are underway in Champaign.
Illinois.
So for Western Illinois, this is a program that is used to excellent offense, Phil. They lost their quarterback from last year, their top rusher, and also their top 2 receivers. But Joe Davis is still calling the plays, and he believes in what he's doing.
Yeah, he believes in what he does. And, you know, I believe in it too, Paul, because everywhere he has been, he has had an outstanding offense, and the quarterback has always played well. And I asked him a lot of questions in our meeting.
Let's see how Illinois looks on defense, number 12 in the country. We're going to check out Illinois to start off. We got Colorado, Georgia Tech, and Auburn, Baylor up at 8 o'clock. We're going to switch over to those games as soon as they come on. Western Illinois with a nice run for a gain of 5.
Next, his quarterback journey hits a major moment here tonight. From Washington State for a couple of years to Ventura College, here to Western Illinois, and Phil making his first start tonight.
Yep, it's everything all his teammates, the coaches say, just a good dude, very accurate throwing
shotgun, 3 wide receivers to the right.
2nd down, 5. Play action, Irvin's first pass, quick screen, a little lane here.
First down.
Western Illinois starts out with a first down just across the 40-yard line.
Caught him in a blitz, Paul.
Western Illinois,
the Illini, as Joe Davis says, they don't blitz a lot, but when they do, it's usually just 5 rushers, and they have the perfect play on man-to-man coverage against the receivers. They throw a screen outside and helps the confidence. I know it's early, but every good play you make.
Western Michigan's playing Michigan State. Michigan State's up 7-0.
Here, Western Illinois last year, Phil, was the backup, barely missed out on starting.
Shotgun, trips bunch. They motion a man out of it, fake the handoff, and it's dropped. Be 2nd and 10 for Western Illinois. Illini's defense better wake up. They were 31st in the country last year. Number 12, Illinois, doesn't want to be the second team upset this week. Boise State was absolutely destroyed last night. Number 25 team in the country with their first loss in their first game. 4 wide receivers, man in motion. They run a screen to the man in motion. Plenty of running room, close to a first down.
You made was really good. Get rid of the football as quick as you can, and so far Chris Irvin has done that.
Said he only expects Illinois to rush usually 4 or 5 here today. Doesn't expect a lot of blitzing, Phil.
Well, I would say already, Carl, that I've just watched this defense. I've seen about 3 blitzes. It's one extra guy. And you can tell by the formation they line up in. This is a look of...
Out of the shotgun. They got 10 seconds to get a play off. 2 wide receivers left, 1 right. Handoff up the middle. Halfback draw. Going to be enough for a first down. Western Illinois is doing a good job of moving the ball. First down of the drive.
And one thing Joe Davis says, we are going to control the tempo of the game. That sounds great. That's what you want to do. But can you do it against a team which I think we all can say is physically better than you?
Time out on the field to take a look at what Western Illinois did on offense last year, Phil. They only won 4 games, but the offense wasn't the issue. They were either the best or one of the best in the Ohio Valley last year.
Yes, defense was the big issue. They finished last in just about every category in their conference on defense. Offense, it was all up there. And I had a kick listening to you as you were talking to Joe Davis, because you're sitting there going...
Play at number 36 coming off the field for the University of Illinois. 12:50 to go in the first. No score. Western Illinois is driving. We're going to switch to some other games as this night goes on. We will be switching over to Colorado, Georgia Tech, and or Baylor versus Auburn at 8 o'clock.
Started out very well for Western Illinois. First and 10 now on the Illinois 48. Holman remains the tailback.
3 wide receivers.
They tried this a couple of times. They like what they have. Short gain out of bounds. Damari Davis, his first touch, picks up 3. He's the one they would like to touch the ball a lot. They call him their fastest, most explosive player.
Yeah, they do a good job. There's many ways to get receivers into the game.
Faking that jet sweep a lot to start the game. Just chipping away at the Illinois defense to start out.
Think, man, it's
3 wide receivers to the left. Shotgun. 1 tight end offset. Man in motion. They run an RPO up the middle with the halfback. Gain of about 2.
So brand new at the FCS level, this is the first season that they had helmet communication from the sideline to the quarterback. And the one doing that communication on the Western sideline is the head coach, Joe Davis. Said he's just figured it out. Not sure how many times he'll offer tips after he throws the play out there. Said maybe 1 or 2.
3rd and 6 for Western Illinois against number 12 Illinois. Man in motion. Shotgun snap. 3 wide receivers. Throw. Incomplete. Going to bring up 4th and long. And in will come the punt team for Western Illinois. We'll get our first look at the number 12 Fighting Illini's offense. I'm excited to see what Dion's team looks like tonight. I want to see what Auburn and Baylor look like. I heard Georgia Tech's not that bad either. A lot of people wouldn't be surprised if the Buffaloes lost. Well, they're not going to punt. 3 wide receivers. Shotgun again. Same formation. They hit their man across the middle. Going to be 2 yards short of the first down. Turnover on downs. I don't know what Western Illinois was thinking there. Flag on the play.
Pass interference. Offense, number 8. Plays decline. Couple plays, a first down for Illinois. Couple of first downs for Western Illinois right away, and the drive stalls as they fail on 4th down and 6. The experienced, talented Illinois offense led by Luke Altmaier on the field after they made this play on.
Nice stop. Check out Michigan State real quick, see what they're up to before Illinois comes out on the field. Looks like they're driving. They lead 7-0 right now.
Joshua Franklin with the stop. But now first and goal for Michigan State on what has been a really good-looking drive. They're in control the way they want to be. Creative play calling, getting to the ball, the receivers and the tight ends they want.
Single back, 2 wide receivers, balanced. Fake the handoff. In trouble, throws off the back foot. Touchdown, Michigan State. Number 6 with the touchdown grab. Nick Marsh, the wide receiver. Not a great throw, but got the job done. Michigan State up 14-0 on Western Michigan, just like that. 10:40 to go in the first half.
They run like a crossing route. You're going to see him cross. And that ball takes a second to get there. He's got to slow up to get it, but his body's so big, he gets in between he and the defender. Really nicely done by Marsh, other than the catch he had earlier in the game with the catch and run after. His first real impact on this one.
Sislo up and in, his second extra point of the game. And everything clicking on all cylinders for Aiden Childs and the Spartans.
Spartans up 14-0. Making it look easy. Who else is playing right now? Kansas is playing. We'll check them out in a second. I want to see how Illinois looks on their drive. Kansas starting to move the ball right away. And I think they're already in the end zone for a touchdown. Wow. 7-0 Kansas right away. 8:26 to go in the first. They're not playing anyone good. They're playing Wagner. Doing what they're supposed to do, though. Here we go. Let's check out Illinois for a little bit. Number 12 team in the country.
For Western Illinois Leatherneck, Rodney Harrison, All-American at Western Illinois, had 27 tackles in one game, Phil. 27 tackles here one time.
Rodney Harrison was
that
the
doesn't
man.
surprise me.
All right, Illinois offense for the first time after they stopped Western on 4th down and 6. Luke Altmaier starting for the 24th time in his career.
Handoff.
Abe Lawfery wrapped up in the backfield. Penetration from the Leathernecks right away. Lawfery did get 2. Offensive lineup for the Fighting Illini. Starting quarterback returns, but the focus is up front where the entire offensive line returns.
Please like and subscribe. We cover all types of sports. Hang out. All different types of sports. Here we go. Illinois, 2nd and 9. Out of the gun. 2 wide receivers, 2 tight ends. They're going to throw. Check down to the halfback out of the backfield for a gain of about 5. It's going to bring up a 3rd and short for the Illini. Luke Altmaier, 23rd career start at Illinois. One of 4 Power 4 quarterbacks with 20-plus touchdowns in his last 5 starts, I believe it said. They were 4th in the Big Ten on 3rd downs. 3rd and 4, shotgun snap. Thrown, caught. Plenty of room out in the flat. And he's going to be wrestled out of bounds. Gain of about 15, I'd say. What up, Kenneth? Good read. Nice catch.
Field he has to make it, but get the secondary moving back just a little. And a good throw by Luke Altmaier.
Beatty, top returning receiver coming back from last year's team. 1st and 10, another quick throw. This side to the left side, and once again it's Beatty.
Nice move.
Nifty moves as it near another 1st down. It's a wide receiver, a big-time question on this offense, Phil. They lost Pat Bryant to the draft to the Broncos. He was such a major playmaker. The second-best receiver, Zachary Franklin, also gone. So this is a question mark for the Illini.
Yeah,
2 catches in a row for Beatty. Going to bring up 2nd and 2. Illini's dinking and dunking to start. No score. 8:48 to go in the first. Shotgun.
Possession guy. So I think they're in good shape, Paul.
RPO, they're going to pass deep. Oh, there's a flag.
Two flags.
Pass interference.
Justin Bullock, the intended receiver.
It's going to be on the defense.
Now, I saw the play, the scene going up. Yeah, I see there's a little
Definitely
grab.
on the defense.
Didn't have to do it. The ball was not going to be caught.
Pass interference. Defense. Number 2. 15-yard penalty for the previous spot. Automatic. First down. Esteban Guillory guilty of that call.
But, Paul, if you're going to play these wide receivers, you talked about it. If you're going to play them one-on-one, then Luke Altmaier is going to throw the football down the field a lot.
Yeah, they got
He was excited to get out here and let it rip.
1st and 10 for the number 12 Illini from the 14-yard line. Threatening to score. They got Trips bunch on the left. Out of the gun. Handoff up the middle to the halfback. Gain of about 7. The Illini going into the regular season ranked 12th. And they got a lineman down. Better hope it's just a cramp. Holding his knee.
Pardon me, the right tackle.
Yeah.
And he's got a knee brace on it already.
See what happens. Oh, couldn't tell. I didn't see him get stepped on, but I don't want to guess at what it is.
Oh, he just went down. His leg gave out.
Well, just watching that right there, too, just this offensive line, you would think the starter's back, really high expectations from them.
Saw Barry Lunny, the offensive coordinator, on the sideline. Also the play caller.
Illinois could be down a big key lineman. This guy's hurting. I don't know if it's a cramp or what. Or if it's something serious, but he is in some pain. He's already got double knee braces. I think it's disgusting, Kenneth. I think it's disgusting. And it's becoming more and more prevalent, and I think that's disgusting. And if you look into the thing, you'll see why it's even more disgusting. That person was in touch with someone that did something like that. Pretty much the same thing. He's getting help off the field by his teammates. This could be serious.
This Desmond Schuster, 6'5", 335 senior.
Well, you talk about their experience as an offensive line. The offensive line that, when they have the starters in there, has more starts than any offensive line in all of college football except for one team, and that is Virginia.
Barry Lunny, 4th year as the offensive coordinator here for Bet Yuma. Longest tenured OC in the Big Ten.
2nd and 3.
On the move. He could keep it.
Good job by both players. I think he's going to be just short. It's going to bring up 3rd and about half a yard for Illinois. I think he's about just shy of the 5-yard line. Oh, maybe down to the 4. Number 12, Illinois threatening to go up. 5 minutes, Colorado starts. Coach Prime, we're switching right over to that. And we got Baylor Auburn tonight. 3rd and 1 for number 12 ranked Illinois. Run up the middle. Oh, the push. He got it. Should be a first down, 1st and goal from the 4.
The defense came up with a stop on 4th and 6 to get them on the field for the first time.
Paul, I think when Caden Fagan comes in the game, it's a little bit of a tale. Like, we might be running it right up behind everybody. What do you think?
Might want him to slam it up in there.
Oh, man, I mean, that's what I like. They got 3 running backs, and they all are good at different things. So
1st and goal for the Illini. Triple tight ends in. Throw across the front of the end zone. Touchdown, number 85. Big tight end with the touchdown for Illinois. They go up 6-0. Number 12 team in the country looking pretty good. Tanner Arkin, 3-yard touchdown catch. Good start to the season for the Illini. Kansas up 7-0, driving on Wagner. Let's switch over to Colorado on one of these games. I'm switching over to Colorado, and I'm switching over to Auburn, Baylor. Just watching some other games. Well, the two better games that should happen tonight haven't started yet. I wonder what Prime's team's going to do this year. Wonder what Colorado's going to be like without all those his kids and without Hunter and Horn and them other guys they had. I heard the quarterback Colorado brought in is more of a running quarterback than a throwing. And then tomorrow we got some really good games. Sunday, there's a couple good college games. Monday, Bill Belichick's first game as coach of North Carolina. But Illinois is taking care of business. Unfortunately, they might have lost the offensive lineman early in this game, but they lead 7-0. Yeah, it seems like a lot of people do. On that end of things lately. With those beliefs lately. Damn, what a catch.
They're 6:16 away from the first ever meeting between Georgia Tech and Colorado. No Ralphie tonight. She has been retired. Kickoff from Boulder is next.
Let's go.
You're watching Kickoff Week, presented by Modelo.
I want to see what Dion's team looks like.
Every fall, something beautiful begins again. The colors return bold and proud. The band strikes up. The lights come on. The volume rises. And just like that, it ignites.
This is why we love college football.
This is where stories unfold on 100 yards of open possibility.
That is absolutely ridiculous. Wow, what a hit!
The chance, the chaos, heartbreak, and glory. This is college football. And this is just the beginning.
Week 1 of the 2025 season is here as we welcome you to College Football Primetime presented by Ram Trucks. This is Kickoff Week presented by Modelo.
Here we go.
And from Boulder, Colorado, you're watching the Big 12 on ESPN.
Was Colorado a one-hit wonder in 2024? Or are the Coach Prime-led Buffaloes here to stay as a Big 12 title contender? We begin to answer that question tonight here at Folsom Field against a potential dark horse in the ACC, Georgia Tech. And hi, everybody, Dave Pash alongside Dusty Dvorak. We'll check in with Taylor McGregor here in a minute. Well, Colorado was one of the great turnaround stories in the country last year. They went from one win in Big 12 play, Dusty, to tying for first in the conference last year. But Travis Hunter and Shedeur Sanders, they're both in the NFL, and the Buffs sustain their success. Georgia Tech, many think could be a surprise team this year in the college football playoff picture. The Yellow Jackets back-to-back winning seasons for the first time in a decade.
I love what Brent Key is building at his alma mater. First 2 years, both winning seasons. Now year 3, this is his best team. They're a veteran team, 27 seniors, and their leader, their quarterback, it's his 3rd year to start. He's one of the best dual threats in the ACC in Haynes King. Speaking of dual threats, that's what we're going to see tonight for Colorado. Caden Salter has brought his talents to Boulder from Liberty. He gets the start here tonight to kick off this 20.
I heard the kid that Dion grabbed for a quarterback, he can run. He's more of a runner than a thrower, so we might see some Michael Vick type shit tonight. Probably not, but we'll see what the kid can do. You never know. I think what Dion's doing it's fun to watch, if nothing else. And we also got Auburn versus Baylor. If we're going to flip back and forth between a couple games, but we're going to try and stick with Colorado, Georgia Tech. Hopefully it's not a blowout.
He had another surgery to completely remove the bladder and build another one. He spent the summer recovering in Texas, and then on July 28th, his doctor, Dr. Janet Kukrasia, pronounced him cancer-free. He did tell us, though, that this season could look a little bit differently, especially on the sideline. So I am on Colorado's sideline, and behind me, you will see a bathroom that Coach Prime could use in-game if needed, Dave.
It is year 3 for Coach Prime, Taylor, and he says they're better than last year's 9-14. We will find out starting tonight against Georgia Tech. First ever meeting on the gridiron between these two schools. Kickoff is next.
Wake Forest is up 7-6. Michigan State 14-0. Illinois just got the ball back, up 7-0. Kansas just scored again, 14-0. Auburn, Baylor, Georgia Tech, Colorado getting ready to start any minute. We're going to check both of those games out. UNLV later on versus Sam Houston, I believe. San Jose State's playing someone. And then tomorrow we will definitely be watching Texas, Ohio State at noon. Huge game to start the season. Get to see the Manning boy as a starter. See if Ohio State can repeat. Oklahoma State loses their quarterback with broken foot. Walker Buehler released by Red Sox. Wow, they just signed him, paid him a bunch of money. Auburn, Baylor getting ready to start. That could be a banger. Missouri quarterback also hurt. Sam Horn out indefinitely with a leg injury, I believe, as well. A lot of guys getting hurt early in the college football season. Things are getting rowdy at Baylor. Colorado getting ready to get going too. Baylor's at home versus Auburn. Colorado at home versus Georgia Tech. They're wiling out in Baylor. Here we go. Georgia Tech going to receive first against Deion Sanders and the Colorado Buffaloes. It's going to be a touchback.
King, one of the toughest quarterbacks in the country. Year 3 is the starter, a true dual threat in this Buster Faulkner offense, and he was so improved last year, 73% completion. The way they run this offense, though, he will tuck it and run with it. A lot of it designed, a lot of it calling his own number. He has just continued to grow and grow, and he is laser focused on this season to lead this football.
Let's see what Deion's defense can do. Georgia Tech out of the shotgun, 3 wide receivers. Run a jet sweep. Oh, he's got room. He breaks the tackle. First down, gain of about 14. Georgia Tech right away. They always have run an option offense.
A lot of shifts. That's what Buster Faulkner does. Love the perimeter runs. Good blocking outside on the opening run of the season.
Oh, fumble.
Fumbled and recovered by Colorado. Martavius Branch comes up with it. Last year, Georgia Tech
Colorado
fumbled the ball just 3 times.
Fumble recovery. Right away, Colorado forcing a turnover. I don't know if the quarterback mishandled it or he wasn't ready. Oh, it was on the handoff. It was an option play. Loses the ball trying to pull it back. Recovered by Colorado. Good job by the defense. They were in the backfield right away.
Going to take it as the defense has been collapsed. But as you mentioned, a rare fumble, misplayed football from Haynes King at exactly what Deion Sanders and this Colorado defense needed to kick this game off.
From the 36-yard line of Georgia Tech, Caden Salter, a swing pass out in space to
Nice block.
and he steps out of bounds at the 32. They're replacing Travis Hunter, Shedeur Sanders, several other receivers who are now in the NFL. They feel really good about their offensive line as opposed to last year where they gave up a ton of sacks and were dead last in rushing. Caden Salter tied with Cade Klubnik for the most total touchdowns in FBS the last 2 years. 3-year starter at Liberty, making his Buffalo debut tonight, and he'll hand it off.
Oh, big hit. Nice run.
Breaking tackles inside the 20 and shoved out of bounds at the 16 after a 16-yard pickup.
Boy, just a little counter action. I love the pad level of Michael Welch. He's only 5 back. He lowers those pads, lowers the boom, and runs through R.J. Johnson. Just bring a nice opening run. Exactly what we talked with offensive coordinator yesterday, Pat Shurmur. As you touched on, they feel this offensive line better. A bigger emphasis running the football.
Here's Welch again, straight ahead.
Ooh, he runs hard.
At the 12-yard line, big hit by Clayton Powell-Lee.
Yeah, hit.
Pick up both 4 on the play.
Yeah, Clayton Powell-Lee was the one that didn't bring it up to the table on that previous play. I like the physicality Colorado coming out with. I like the way Michael Welch, these first 2 runs, running the football between the tackles. He was banged up last year. He's got his body right. Looks great here to start this game.
2nd and 6 for Colorado. Handoff. Up the middle.
In between the tackles, inside the 10, down to the 8. Well, Deion Sanders, when we met with him yesterday, Coach Prime said, look, I'm old school. I'm about physicality. That's what I want our team to be. We were not physical enough last year. And that's with a 9-win season. So far, good start here in that regard.
We want to bring more balance to this football team. A little ball control, run the football.
Third and short.
Numbers bear it out. 65 yards a game on the ground. Great passing attack.
Colorado in the red zone.
Wide receivers to the NFL. Quarterback gone to the NFL. We feel like this style of football gives them the opportunity to sustain success.
Empty set here. Salter on third down and short.
Roll it.
Time. Everybody covered. Salter gonna fire into the end zone.
Touchdown.
And it's pulled in for a touchdown by DeKalen Taylor.
Colorado 6-0. Just like that.
There were a lot of question marks about this Colorado team coming in, and we got a long way to go before we can really even answer those. But they'll take the start. They get a gift with the bad fumble by Georgia Tech inside the Yellow Jacket 40. And they go right down the field and score.
7-0.
Returning place kicker puts it through to make it 7-0 Buffaloes.
Should not have scripted a better start to this 2025 season for Colorado. They get the takeaway, and now their new quarterback, Caden Salter. You can't lose contain on Caden Salter. He gets outside. He locates his target.
Right away, Colorado up 7-0. Let's check out Auburn and Baylor. Auburn's got the ball, just converted a 4th down.
Wow.
5 wide receivers.
With Price out for a play.
Nice pass.
On target anyway to Cole Wilson for Baylor. The transfer
Baylor looks good. I've only seen 2 plays by them, but they look pretty good tonight so far. 3rd and 1.
At Texas State in the recruitment process.
Auburn needs to
about
stop.
his speed, but right there he showed you he can make a catch over the middle as well.
3rd and 1 for Baylor, and it really could be a go for it on 4th down, and likely is if they don't get it here. 2 downs to get 1 yard against Auburn. It's an option pitch. It is
He's
Washington, and he's got a gash across the 40-yard line, inviting contact. Jake Crawford finally bucked him on a bounce.
Nice play by Baylor.
Oh, what a sweet play that was. Right here, they're going to read this man on the end line of the scrimmage. He comes to the quarterback, pitches it out to Bryson Washington, which you don't see a lot of these nowadays.
Yeah, he looks good.
The old school sprint option with the quarterback.
He looks good. That was a real nice option. Real nice option. We're switching back between Auburn, Baylor, and Georgia Tech, Colorado. Colorado just went up 7-0. 1st and 10 for Baylor. No score. 12-24 in the first. 5 wide receivers. Oh, he got hit as he threw. Took a big shot. Oh, he got lit up. He's bleeding too from his elbow. Wow.
Right down the middle, you're going to see this.
Yeah, he didn't look like Josh Allen there.
Knocks him right in the chest. And honestly, there, Sawyer missed a wide open slant that came underneath. He was trying to hit the bigger play down the field. And that's why we always tell quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. Read it out cleanly. Don't try to hit the dagger every single time. Right there, it looked like he got hit with a dagger.
They're in like a wishbone run. Good for a 1st down and some. Baylor looks good. Auburn looks lost.
Oh, just great patience. Watch him go inside and then bounce it
Auburn
outside.
looks
Running backs.
lost.
Watch how he finishes this one. Getting vertical, splitting 2 defenders. They have been raving about Caden Knighton for the entire camp process.
RPO, they handed off. Finally a stop.
Winner in high school. I know that's close to your heart, but when you see him in open space, that's where he can create tragedy for a defense.
Yeah, and that's what Baylor has been talking to us about. Coach Spavital said Caden Knighton is the lightning to Bryson Washington's thunder, but even Bryson Washington does a really good job of hitting high speeds when he's out in open space. So although Dawson Pendergrass is out for the season, they do have...
They're out of the gun. 3 wide receivers right. Handoff up the middle. Nothing. Going to bring up 3rd and 10. Auburn looking like Auburn a little bit the last few plays. But they've had Baylor in 3rd and long and a 4th and short, and it hasn't stopped Baylor yet.
Point now where he can probably override any of
Baylor's unis are kind of cool too, man.
So if Colton doesn't really know the call, Sawyer is going to get it right and make it right.
3rd and 10 for Robertson.
Back in motion.
Quick hitter. Washington can't reel it in. It is incomplete. They are in field goal range, approximately 36-37.
They're going to try and kick one here. Let's check out Georgia Tech, Colorado, at least till Auburn gets the ball.
He was in Denver against Colorado, his second career start. He broke his leg and missed the rest of the season. Injuries were an issue last year for him.
2nd and 8 for Georgia Tech. 7-0 Colorado. 11:35 to go in the first. They're in like a wildcat. Handoff up the middle. Good for a first down. Georgia Tech close to midfield now.
Variations of counter you will see tonight. Going to pull backside guard the tight end, Luke Hartbridge. Nice job opening up that crease in the burst from Jamal Haynes.
First down for Georgia Tech.
What a career he's put together. Came to Georgia Tech as a wide receiver, converted 2 years ago to running back, over 2,000 yards the last 2 years.
Out of the gun, empty backfield.
King from the pocket, throws a strike.
First down.
And it's a first down into Georgia Tech territory for Isaiah Canyon.
A lot of cushion outside.
Colorado's D struggling after the turnover.
Good job by Isaiah Canyon. Young, big body, athletic receiver. Nice route and good timing from Haynes King.
3 years at A&M for King, now 3 at Georgia Tech. 24-year-old.
3 wide receivers, single back in the gun. Oh, mishandled it. Fumble. Colorado got it again.
At the 48-yard line, the Buffalo say they have it. Waiting for an official signal.
Yup.
There it is. Colorado.
Another fumbled snap. Georgia Tech is killing themselves.
Last year, 2 tonight for Georgia Tech in less than 5 minutes.
What up, Godfather?
Martavius French with his second recovery.
This snap just hot, over the head, and outstretched.
Horrible snap. Really not the quarterback's fault. Jordan would have had trouble grabbing that one. Holy smokes. Colorado going to get the ball back again. 2 turnovers in a row for the Colorado defense. Dion souped.
Take control of this game early.
Deion Sanders acknowledged to us yesterday that even though Caden Salter has a lot of starts under his belt, this is different. There were some butterflies, some nerves coming into this game. Nothing like a couple of takeaways.
Nope.
To take the nerves away.
3 wide receivers, 2 backs.
Again, a little dump off.
Dropped.
This time Taylor, who caught the touchdown pass
Should have been
on
caught.
the first drive, puts it on the deck, incompletion.
Where Taylor clearly loved the way he catches the football. Pat Shermer mentioned that
2nd and 10 for the Buffaloes.
20 personnel, 2 backs in the backfield on that set. Last year, Colorado was primarily a 10 offense. 1 back, 4 receivers with the talent. Now you see here 85. Zach Atkins in the game. They're going to utilize more tight ends, more running backs, a different look and feel of this Colorado offense this season.
7-0 Colorado. Early in the first.
On the rollout, long throw.
Nice. I think he was out of bounds.
Draylon Miller went to the ground, almost secured it, but when he hit the chalk marks, it came out. Miller played well as a true freshman last year with 32 catches.
I love what he brings to the table as he goes to the ground, just unable to secure this football. Pass low and away where only Miller could make a play. It's a catchable football when you'd like to see him try to come up with.
So now it's 3rd and 10. Colorado in danger of punting it right back to Georgia Tech after the takeaway.
Out of the shotgun, 4 wide receivers, single back right. He's in trouble. Gonna run with it? No, he's gonna look downfield, chucks it. It's open. Oh, he just missed him. Damn, he got a gun. That wasn't a terrible throw on a broken play. Salter can throw and run a little bit. They said he could do a bit of both. Colorado's gonna punt, 4th and 10. Let's check out Auburn versus Baylor. Baylor leads 3-0.
He has all of the talent. They have to get him some easy completions early so his
everyone out of the shotgun.
Hugh Freeze talk about that with
Handoff, nothing.
It's a run for Damari Alston, and he is engulfed by Keaton Thomas, the highest energy player you might see this year. It's 2nd down and 10 for Arnold. 15 touchdowns last year, 1,400 passing yards. With so many offensive coordinators in his time with the
3 wide receivers, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Tight end, offset. Single back right, shotgun. Snap, throw, incomplete. Be 3rd and 10 for Auburn, deep in their own territory. Baylor having a good start to this game.
Offense to be high percentage, which they haven't been for the last few years.
dealing with a lower body
injury. It is loud there.
In the game and hoping to gun it out for the entirety of the night.
4 wideouts.
3rd down. Arnold
in trouble. See ya.
Down he goes.
Good job by the D-line.
Matthew Fobbs-White, the transfer from Tulane. They love him as a pass rusher. He gets the sack.
And I know you're probably asking.
Baylor's D looked good on that series. Nice late rush, playing downfield. Auburn's going to have to punt from pretty much their own end zone. 3-0 Baylor. Looks like a decent punt. Caught around the 35 by Baylor. Nice job by the return man. Good punt, all things considered. 3-0 Baylor. Let's go back to Georgia Tech, Colorado. Georgia Tech should be getting the ball back. 7-0 Colorado. Colorado just had to punt. Hope you guys had a good week. Hope you're having a good day. Please like, share, subscribe. We'll be doing college football all weekend. Yeah, MIT is a hell of a school, especially if it's the one in Boston. I've heard Georgia Tech is a good school too, though. It's definitely not garbage. But MIT, man, especially like certain shit there, best in the world. I think robotics is huge there. Anything, technical, obviously. Yep, that's the one. See if Georgia Tech can do something besides turn the ball over on this drive.
Marked by Modelo, the mark of a fighter.
The Pearl Street Stampede has been the kickoff celebration prior to Colorado games for nearly 20 years. It does feel a lot different, though, with that man at the helm. There is a different vibe here in Boulder with Deion Sanders as the head coach of the Colorado Buffaloes. And you could just feel it being in the facility yesterday and being around town the last couple days. There was great energy and positivity surrounding this program.
Georgia Tech has 2 fumbles, and both of them, they weren't really under too much pressure. It was like self-inflicted wounds. Quarterback keeper up the middle. Going to bring up 2nd and 3.
And I think that's what Greg Key's telling his entire offense, and this is what pays dividends to have a veteran quarterback. Take a deep breath. Okay, we've gotten a little bit of the...
Georgia Tech's lucky they're not down 14-0 right now with the two. Those are the 2 of the worst turnovers I've ever seen in my life. Quarterback, nice play action, run pass option. He keeps it himself, runs for a first down. Colorado's going to be careful. Got to make those tackles.
This is that linebacker, and he knows he can put his foot in the ground and get inside. Nice job by Haynes King.
Here's another one.
Jet sweep. Bailey stopped it.
Ooh, big hit.
Blocked out of play by Tion Parks and Reggie Hughes. But Georgia Tech able to run the football well here and get another first down.
Counter action one way, misdirection, jet sweep out the other side. Second time now we've seen Georgia Tech with that motion able to get to the perimeter. It is a challenge to deal with this Buster Faulkner run game. So many pulling offensive linemen, tight ends, the motions, the misdirections. Have to play responsibility football.
2 wide receivers right. RPO. Quarterback keeps it to the left. Gain of about 6. That was the whole scout report on Georgia Tech offensively. Run, pass option. Quarterback likes to run.
Last year was a shoulder problem that cost him 2 full games and parts of 3 others. We already talked about the leg injury in 2021.
Handoff.
Haynes trying to
Nice,
get the edge,
first
stiff
down.
arming and close to a first down as he's pushed out at the 46.
Georgia Tech
It's a
driving.
first down for Georgia Tech.
Jamal Haynes just 185, 190 pounds, but he plays with the first.
Baylor's getting ready to go back in. 2nd and goal. Handoff up the middle. Stays on his feet. Gets down to about the 1, maybe 1.5 yard line. Baylor giving Auburn problems early in that game. Georgia Tech throws interception. Holy cow. 3rd turnover of the night for the Colorado defense. Another terrible one. You called it, Kenny.
Holding, number 58, offense.
Oh, so it ain't gonna matter.
First down, Colorado.
Wow.
3 giveaways in 8 minutes by Georgia Tech.
3rd turnover for Georgia Tech. Colorado's going to get the ball back 7-0. TV timeout, I believe. Let's check out Baylor. 4th and goal. 6:30 to go in the first. They're going to go for it. They throw. Incomplete. No flags. Good job by Auburn's defense being stingy. Baylor's going to turn the ball over on downs from the 1.5 yard line. Wow. Auburn's got to get going, though. They did not look good offensively. Let's go back to Colorado. 1st and 10 after the 3rd Georgia Tech turnover. They run a wide receiver screen. Loss of 4, maybe 3.
By Amari Harvey.
But Harvey does an excellent job working underneath the outside receiver to create that negative play.
3 turnovers. We're only 8 minutes into the game. 8.5 minutes into the game. 3 turnovers for Georgia Tech. 7-0 Colorado, 2nd and 13. Run pass option, quarterback keeper. Gain of about 10. Going to bring up 3rd and 4.
To the ground. Savion Riley missed the tackle that would have put Colorado back near the original line of scrimmage. Instead, they're in a manageable 3rd and 4.
Just that was good by Salter, who's staying calm. He mishandled that snap initially, and really a nice job by the offensive line, getting push, getting movement, and opening up some space for Salter to move with the football. To get Salter on the edge with a run pass option here.
Instead, from the pocket, Salter throws, and the catch is made.
Good
What
D.
a great kick. Welch made the catch, and Spalding, who the Georgia Tech
Saved the
coaches
first
love,
down.
they say he's lightning in a bottle. He got the stick, and it's 4th down.
I think you punted. I know it's very bold. We see a lot of coaches going for it, 4th and short, but your side of the field, and quickly, Coach Sanders makes the decision, and he tries to punt unit out of the field.
Especially when Georgia Tech's giving you the ball 3 times. You can flip the field here, if nothing else. And maybe force another turnover if you can pin the Yellow Jackets inside the 10. Bree's first punt wasn't good. This one much better. It bounces at the 10, scooped on the 5 by Rivers.
Nice play.
1-yard line. And they're going to mark him down at about the 3.
Good job by Colorado's special teams. Colorado looks decent tonight. I would have liked to see him putting some more money up on the offensive side. That was a great play by Georgia Tech to not give up the first down. Special teams not very good for Georgia Tech. Was a very good punt. Colorado 7-0. Georgia Tech still only down 7 even after 3 turnovers. Crazy. I'm going to go back to Auburn and Baylor now. 3-0 Baylor.
Just to be clear, Sawyer Robinson had an opportunity to throw a touchdown, but you could see the disappointment on Coach Spavital's face.
It was there. So 10 plays in Auburn territory and 3 points for Baylor. But that's good news for Auburn, a team that has really struggled in the past year with situational football. They were under 50% in red zone touchdowns. To get a stop there is enormous.
Yeah, very enormous, especially when your offense goes out there and kind of lays an egg on the first drive. You want to let them know, hey, man, we're playing complimentary football. We got your back. We're going to keep you in this game. Get it right. You freeze. And Jackson on it.
3 for Alston, and they're going to run it again. He gets
Nice
to the
run.
side, breaks a tackle, and bowls to the 19-yard line. That is a first down for Auburn, and Damari Alston, the 4th-year Auburn Tiger out of Atlanta with a strong run.
Yeah, Damari Alston's been waiting his time, biding his time, knowing that his opportunity would eventually come. They're very excited about
3-0 Baylor. Auburn, 1st and 10. Couple nice runs in a row.
big tackles from the transfer portal. They could be better in the run game even without Jarquez Hunter.
Isaac Murphy from USC, Xavier Chaplin from Virginia Tech. And this is a run. It's Jackson Arnold. He is chopped down after a short gain by Devin Bobby, but you feel like Arnold's legs are going to be important tonight.
Yeah, it's one of those things of in practice, you just don't know. Hey, did he tackle the quarterback? Did he not tackle the quarterback? So Jackson's out here really.
2nd and 7 for Auburn. 3-0 Baylor. 4:50 to go in the first.
Bobby, the safety from Baylor, coming and closing ground and making a tackle in open space. Baylor has to continue to be aggressive to keep Jackson Arnold in the pocket.
Out of the shotgun.
He was a running back at age 10 for a couple of years, so, you know.
Blocked at the line of scrimmage by Baylor.
By Cooper Lands, the senior. It is 3rd down. Maybe Freeland got in there as well.
Yeah, you're you're going to see they're going to drop back the pass as we let this thing roll. And Jackson Arnold takes his eyes to the left, tries to make a
Nice
throw.
play by the lineman.
This is an interesting thing that Baylor is doing. Cooper Lands is the one that got his hand on the ball there. They're not rushing all of the guys all at once. Some of them are sticking back and trying to spy Arnold.
3rd and 7, shotgun, single back. 3 or 4 wide outs, I believe. 2 right, 1 left, tight end to the right, 3 wide receivers. Fake the handoff, looking, scrambling, gonna get, no, he's not gonna get brought down. He stays on his feet, slides for a first down. Ooh, that was dangerous. Auburn, the young quarterback, playing too many games, almost paid for it. I don't know how he broke that tackle.
This will be interesting.
This is a quarterback who gave himself up. So there's a possibility of targeting here. Marshall is down. We will check and see and take you through the possibilities of the rule there. They're going to help Marshall up, and we'll be back.
Georgia Tech just got a huge pass interference called for themselves. Colorado just almost gave up a 50-yard bomb. Pass interference on the Buffaloes. 7-0 Colorado.
First down. Well, Deion Parks is not in bad position, but he gets a fistful of jersey, makes this a very easy call for the official. He's grabbing, he's pulling, he's tugging. An easy flag there, drawn by Isaiah Canyon.
Canyon did have the face mask of Parks, but it looked like that was after Parks was grabbing and pulling at the arm and then the jersey.
1st and 10. Let's see if Georgia Tech can try to not turn it over for the 4th time already. Run up the middle. Gain of about 2. 3 turnovers for the Yellow Jackets. Colorado just can't score.
Really strong the last 5 games of the year, and they think Keaton Wade can be a staple off the edge for this Buffaloes defense.
2nd and 8. Georgia Tech.
King on 2nd and 8. Pressure up the middle. King, a jump pass, and he completes it for a first down to Stockton out to the 30-yard line. Boy, what a dangerous play by Haynes King. But he made it happen nonetheless for 11 yards.
Robert Livingston going to dial it up, and it comes scot-free. But a great job. Haynes King just going to slide to his left. He's still got players in his face and all around him. What a find of Bailey Stockton. Big poise there under duress by the 5th-year senior Haynes King.
He was a little slow to get up again. He's taken a couple of shots here in the first quarter.
Handoff.
They run it up the gut, and it's Hosley to the 33-yard line. Running the ball hasn't been a problem so far in this game.
I don't really care.
They've got more than 55 rushing yards.
I want to see Deion win though.
They keep coughing the ball up when they start to get a drive going.
Just crazy. Showed you the stat at 903 plays a year ago, 10 turnovers. And year prior to this drive, just 12 plays and already 3. A disastrous start for this offense.
They're going to hand it off to Rivers on the jet sweep. They run that
Oh, shit.
Rivers is dangerous.
Georgia Tech
Maybe a touchdown-saving tackle there.
almost took it to the
42-yard line
house.
by Stoutmeyer.
Almost took it to the house.
Blocking has been so good. Multiple tight ends outside. And Jamal Haynes, just watch these guys go to work. Here, hat and a half, and a crease right there for the speed for Eric Rivers.
I like Notre Dame fighting Irish, and I like the Georgia Bulldogs.
They'll keep it on the ground here with Hosley off the left side. Check that Haynes down to the 36-yard line. So gain of 4 on that run there by Haynes as Georgia Tech continues to hand it off. Only a few pass plays here so far in this opening quarter. King 3 for 4 through the air and 13 run plays for Tech.
2nd and 6.
King will throw on 2nd down over the middle. And the catch made by Stockton again, wrapped up close to the line to gain. Appears to be short by about a half yard.
Playbook wide open here on 3rd and short. The Haynes King, with the size that he brings to the table, the physicality he runs with, love to call his number in short yard situations like this.
3rd and 1, Georgia Tech.
Georgia Tech goes 2 back with Haynes and Hosley. And it's the first man through. Hosley with the
Nice
first
run.
down inside the 25, down to the 22. Gain of 9.
A really nice job on the interior. Watch right here, this left guard does a great job getting the block. It's Harrison Moore. Just kick out right there on that 3 technique, open up that hole, and the quick hitter works perfectly to move the sticks.
But can they finish a drive? They have not been able to do that yet. 137 yards of offense, but no points. King gives it to Haynes downhill again. And good lane between the tackles to the 18. 4 more yards. Harden walk around the stop inside a minute to go.
Once again, just another counter. Pull the backside. Not a whole lot there, but Jamal Haynes just keeps those legs churning in the forward lean. A nice pickup on 1st down.
Georgia Tech's going in.
Here in the game and play clocks at the end of the 1st. Could be the final play of the quarter.
2nd and 5. They're inside the 20.
On 2nd and 5. Again, they go 2 back. That's Haynes shifting, and he's the ball carrier.
Nice, 1st down.
Tripped up at the 10. Otherwise, he probably scores. Jonathan Wade got enough.
Yeah, Colorado should have scored more points. Without a doubt. 3 straight turnovers for Georgia Tech. Colorado only came up with 7 points. End of the 1st quarter. Buffalo's lead 7-0. Georgia Tech getting ready to go in. Let's check out Auburn and Baylor. Auburn's still driving, I think.
1st and 20. Now you've had a big run to get the first down by Jackson Arnold, a big throw, and now he feels settled in this game as a quarterback.
Hugh Freeze said to us, if I could get him to start 3 for 5, I'd be pretty happy. He'd take 2 for 4. He's 1 short.
Nice run.
Run game now, thundering forward for the Auburn Tigers.
Yeah, run game is a quarterback's best friend. It allows you to know that all of the pressure isn't on you. But as we talked about with Hugh Freeze, Jackson Arnold's confidence, being a transfer from Oklahoma where he was benched the year before, for him to come out and just see the ball completed 3 to 4 times in his first 6 or 7 throws is enough to take his confidence through the stratosphere.
He's now got Eric Singleton in the backfield with him, the transfer from Georgia Tech, who has not seen the ball yet.
Throwing.
It's a run for Arnold. Oh, he bided his time, and he is in the end zone.
Another scramble.
What patience from Jackson Arnold for an Auburn touchdown.
What a play right there. What a call by Hugh Freeze. You're going to see Eric Singleton come around. The back is going to come down and then block for Jackson Arnold. They want to throw
Auburn
this to
looking
Singleton,
like
but everybody
Auburn again.
goes. And if everybody goes, I knows where to get into the end zone. Jackson Arnold showing you those legs and his dynamic playmaking ability. Woo, what a play.
He told us this week he loves controlling the outcome. He just did right there, and now Alex McPherson. If you missed it early in the game, Alexa reporting on McPherson, who is playing after a surgery to remove his large intestine. He was in the hospital on Christmas in December. He is back dealing with ulcerative colitis. He wanted to play football for this Auburn team, trying to announce itself.
Yes, they are. And right there, Jackson Arnold announced himself to this Baylor crowd in all of college football.
7-3. Big run for Auburn for a touchdown. Baylor was looking good up until that drive. Yellow Jackets getting ready to go in on Colorado, tie that game up. I can't wait for the NFL to start. Hockey's going to start again soon. We're going to do more hockey this year, too. I had fun doing hockey last year. I wish I did more of it instead of just the playoffs.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you want to, feel some contact here and there. But so far in this game, Jackson Arnold has been getting hit a bunch, but he's bounced back. And that's what you love to see. He started 0 for 2, completed his next 2 passes, and then utilized that elite trait of his with the running game. I do believe now at this point he is settled and he understands, hey, man, I am Jackson Arnold. I am the baller that I've always been.
He was the best player in high school football, coming out of Denton Geyer, about 2 hours away, door to door from here in Waco. Cole Wilson on the return.
Oh, shit.
And he had some space. Auburn did close the door.
Baylor, one more man to beat, would have just took back a kickoff for the touchdown. Oh, I bet he wishes he had that back. They'll have good field position, though. First and goal for Georgia Tech.
They're on the 10-yard line, first and goal. They turned it over 3 times, twice in Colorado territory. Low snap, Haynes off the left side. Dragged down after a 2-yard gain. Taylor caught up with Brent Keith.
Coach, 3 turnovers, but a chance to tie the game. What do you make of your start?
Well, you just said it. We had 3 turnovers. I mean, it was golly. We had a ball exchange issue, had a snap issue, and then we throw an interception right there. And, we're moving the ball. Right? We can't turn the ball over. That's not a characteristic of us. Right? We can't do it. It's got to stop. And we got to fix those things. The defense made a good play on the early there to stop them with a yard short. But, being ourselves, and we got to correct those things. We're moving the ball. Hopefully it continues now.
Thank you. Dave?
Going to be a hold.
Penalty flags are down. Looked like there was a hold on Georgia Tech as Haynes King had to sprint out of the pocket, being chased by French, who's already got 2 fumble recoveries in this first half.
Holding number 72. Offense, 10-yard penalty. Still second down.
And Malachi Carney, transfer from South Alabama on your right side. Going to get a piece of Arden Walker working off the edge. Going to come late, going to get the grab, draw the flag. He takes another shot. You touched on it, Dave. Javius French puts him down at the end of that play, and Haynes King got up slow once again from the turf.
Second and goal.
Second and goal on the 18 after the penalty. King to the air. With time, pass is deflected and almost picked off. It hit the ground before Hughes had it pop into his hands. Jaheim Otis, the Alabama transfer, got a hand up. Third down and goal.
Well, Jaheim Otis is big, man. He's 6'5", he's 330. Watch him just walk back this offensive lineman. He plays this perfectly. Almost 2 gaps in on the guard. Harrison Moore. And then right times it perfectly. Gets that hands up and gets the pass deflection.
Play it safe and run the ball. Down to the 15-yard line is Hosley. And so Georgia Tech will bring on the field goal team. That's an understandable decision, given all the miscues early on, just to make sure they get points out of this drive.
Absolutely. You already had a hold his back too long. Pass just got deflected. You got to imagine Brent Key's just saying, hey, we just need to get points on the board and get something from this drive. Don't drive that started on the 1-yard line.
Aiden Burr. 32-yard field goal try. And finally Georgia Tech on the board. It's 7-3 here in Boulder on opening night.
Kind of ugly games, both of them a little bit. Certain parts of them. But it's so early in the year. It's weird. You can see the difference from watching pros to college even. even in the preseason. The pros game is so much smoother usually. See what else is going on tonight. Michigan State up 21-0. Wake Forest up 7-6 against a small college. Wow. Illinois up 24-0. Kansas up 29-0. We know Baylor is up 7-3. Auburn's up 7-3 on Baylor. Georgia Tech just scored. Colorado leads them 7-3. See how these games are leading up to halftime. I might call it a night.
He's got a couple guys open. He did hit one good one there. We look a little sluggish, I don't know, defensively, and I think, we bowed our neck there and got to stop, but we've got a 3rd and 16 and first drive. Hopefully we can do better on those the rest of the game, but good to see Jackson moving the chains for sure.
Gaining some confidence from there. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
That was the most downtrodden 7-3 interview with the
Auburn with a sack.
It is a sack for Chris Murray for Auburn coming around the corner.
Yes, right here, Chris Murray's coming off the edge, and this is what relentless pursuit looks like. You don't win off, hey, push the lineman into the quarterback, and if he doesn't escape, go and get you one of those sacks right there. Beautiful job by him, and also Williams there off of the other edge.
Yeah, Morris Williams, the sophomore out of Fayetteville, North Carolina, was in first. Robertson immediately rolls out, and he throws it behind Washington. Champ Anthony was there. That's a big hit on Washington, who is down. And boy, they cannot afford to lose him with the injury to Dawson Pendergrass in camp. A foot injury. They were supposed to be the two backs. Here's a hit.
Yeah, you're going to see balls behind him. Champ Anthony comes in. Oh, gives him the shoulder shiver right in the back. Oh, I could feel that up here.
Yeah, it doesn't feel great.
That does not feel great. But to your point, Jason, if they lose Bryson Washington, it feels like the game then becomes all on Sawyer Robertson's arm, and that is not something that Baylor wants. Not because Sawyer can't do it, but that's not when this team is at its best.
There's Palmer Williams, who is a major weapon for Baylor, nearly 50 yards a punt last year, and he can really flip the field. Auburn will have it. We'll see where they mark it across the 25. Since the moment it was announced, everybody.
That was kind of a cheap shot. Georgia Tech with a touchback. Colorado getting the ball back. Leading 7-3. Oh, the quarterback for Auburn's starting to feel it. Check out Colorado's offense.
Throughout the course of this ballgame. To Kalen Taylor running. And a flag down. Taylor got to the line of scrimmage and maybe a half yard. The flag is thrown in the backfield around the 19.
Here's my holding.
Number 85. Offense, 10-yard penalty. Still first down.
On the tight end, Zach Atkins. Here's Taylor.
Before the game, Deion Sanders told me, thank goodness they're playing on their brand new turf field that was installed this offseason. He said if it was still the regular grass, it would have been slippery all game. But this turf, instead of the usual rubber pallets, actually has this wood filled in between the grass, so it better handles the moisture. And so the plan and the hope is that it's not as slippery as grass would have been, Dave.
Well, it was pouring down right to Taylor an hour before the game. Salter looking for some running room.
Good D, big hit.
For another negative play at the 14, loss of 1.
Well, that is an outstanding play by the freshman, making his first start. That's Andre Fuller Jr. We just found out before the game that he was going to start tonight. Had a really good camp, had an excellent week of practice, and a nice job keeping contained and helping create that negative play.
Not only did we find out before the game he was going to start, they didn't even tell us about who he was yesterday. We didn't even hear his name until we were told to add him to our depth chart right before kickoff. Second down and 21 on the Colorado 14. And the Buffaloes keep
Nice run.
And a first. Simeon Price up to the 29. Another penalty marker is thrown, though, and Colorado start to march backwards. That could negate a 15-yard pickup. Oh, now Colorado is saying it's on Georgia Tech. They started walking back to the huddle as if they thought, well, we just got busted for a hold.
Personal
but
foul.
now it's against
Face
Georgia
mask,
Tech.
number 1. Defense, 15-yard penalty will be added to the end of the run. First down.
So that's on Kamen Spalding, and that will put the ball out at the 45-yard line for Colorado.
Well, it's outstanding interior blocking, and it's going to be Zarian McGill who gets up to that second level on Spalding.
Georgia Tech is killing themselves with turnovers and flags. Auburn's driving again, too. First and 10. They're going to run it. Wow, he tries hard. Colorado's got a running back that definitely doesn't stop moving. Taylor. He's not huge, but he don't stop. Ended up getting a couple yards out of something that should have been a loss. Auburn just starting to run over Baylor.
Season
Levels
last
to
year.
this
Be
shit.
intrigued to see what he does this year at Tennessee.
And the new quarterback in Miami, Carson Beck, Miami Notre Dame, Sunday night, ABC. Price.
Another low.
And drop.
2 yards.
Maybe 2. Jai Gilmore with the hit. Third down.
Jai Gilmore shot out of a cannon from the safety position, flying downhill to meet
Auburn
Price
just
just
scored.
past the line of scrimmage.
Wow, Auburn just bullied their way downfield against Baylor. That was bad. Drive didn't even take more than 2 minutes. 13-3 Auburn. 14 unanswered points.
More pressure, create more negative plays. Got them stacked at the line of scrimmage here on third down.
Meanwhile, Colorado gave up the 6th most sacks last year. Salter trying to set up a screen, in trouble, and Salter throws it away at the last second before he's dragged down. Got outside the pocket, got it through the neutral zone, so it's no grounding. Jordan Vanderberg also almost had a sack for Georgia Tech.
Melvin Jordan the fourth. He's going to
Colorado
come pretty
can't
much
score.
scot-free right up the A-gap, and then good pressure off the edge as well. Nice job rushing in tandem. Looked like they were trying to set the screen up, but Caden Salter unable to get the ball out there. There's offensive lineman out in front, but Caden Salter, that pressure was so in his face so quickly, he had to retreat. And a good stop by Georgia Tech to force the punt.
Eric Rivers is the deep man again for Georgia Tech. He was wearing number 43 earlier. That's because there were 2 guys
Dion
wearing
and the
number
boys
3
got a
normally,
punt.
so he was wearing the flip jersey. Now he's back to number 3, the only number 3 out there for Tech.
Good kick.
As that punt hugs the left sideline and
Nice play.
Colorado before it enters the end zone. Boy, Isaiah Hard just made
2 great punts by the punter for Colorado. Wow. Georgia Tech's going to stop from like their own 1.
Colorado still celebrating. I don't think they heard the official rule touchback.
Oh, it's a touchback. Didn't look like it.
The fans just saw it on the Jumbotron. All it has to do is cross the plane in the air, and it's a touchback, and it
It was
appears
then.
that was the case.
So close. Still a good punt.
It's been a grind.
Auburn all over Baylor. What else is going on? Let me look at ESPN. Michigan State still dominating. Illinois as well. Kansas as well. I had a feeling this would be the most competitive game tonight. Either this or Baylor and Auburn. That game's still not over yet. Baylor could come back. Both those teams' programs are usually decent. What are you going to do if Ohio State beats Texas tomorrow, Kenneth? Texas, number 1 in the country to start the season against the national champs. Big game for Texas tomorrow. And I have a feeling most of the pressure's on Texas. Being the number 1 team in the country to start the season. And they're playing the national champs who are ranked the 3rd. Ohio State, I have a feeling, is going to come out with a chip on their shoulders. They did lose a lot of players, though. Ohio State lost a lot of guys, so I could see why that could be. Baylor needs a score here desperately. Desperately.
Who is really the leader of that receiver room, rolling, so he feels a part of the game.
He's down at the bottom of the formation there, matched up with Rayshawn Pleasant, the transfer from Tulane. Baylor from the 25. Over the middle, Robertson gets a completion for the first down to Ashton Hawkins, the redshirt senior from DeSoto, the power in this state, gain of 12.
And we talked about that escape motion by the back. Well, they did it again. This time they ran a concept off of it. Constantly playing the game of chess, giving them the same looks but different plays.
It's the freshman Knighton trying door number 1, and he is shoved back. He'll get to the 40 and a half. Ooh. Little post-play shenanigans. Sylvester Smith and Caden Knighton. College football is back. Tell you what.
Let's go back to Georgia Tech. Colorado. Colorado up 7-3.
You expect Jamal Haynes to come up with.
Should have caught that one.
King 4 of 7 with the interception so far. Last year, 73% completion rate. King looking for
sack.
a spin away from one man and downed at the 19 by Quincy Wiggins. It'll be a sack and a loss of 1.
Checking out some college football.
Davis Wade is going to make the initial pressure, and then you're going to see Wiggins is going to come in and be able to get the sack. Really nice job working together. Inside pressure. You see there on that quarterback draw, Haynes King try to evade it. Wiggins right there to take him down. Well done by the front for the Buffaloes.
Gave up just 9 sacks last year, 3rd in the country, and a score record. They've had trouble protecting King so far, and now he's in 3rd and obvious. Everybody covered.
Another sack.
Flag down, and King is down as
Colorado.
well. The flag is thrown at the 30, all the way over here on the near sideline. Okunlola on the takedown. Let's see what the penalty is.
Holding, number 9, defense. 10-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
It's on Tyrekus Davis, the nickel, way away from where the
That sucks.
Quarterback was.
Dion's pissed.
Gonna come right here. Grabs a little bit in the backside of the jersey. It's not terrible, but he does. He gets beat inside, grabs that jersey, and it draws the flag. Negates an excellent pass rush there for Colorado on back-to-back plays.
Deion Sanders told us yesterday we got to cut down the penalties. We were awful in that regard last year. That one hurts if you're the Buffalo. They run the jet sweep again this time.
There you go.
Gain of 7. Play at about the 35-yard line. We have not seen Malik Rutherford back in a while. Went out early, as Taylor McGregor reported. He's their best receiver, but Eric Rivers is very dangerous. Transfer from FIU.
Huge addition they made from FIU. They lose Eric Singleton. They gain Eric Rivers, and we've seen that speed. Told us it was elite speed that he has, and they expect him to play a huge role here within this offense this season.
It's hit.
Oh boy, that could be trouble.
It's a first down and more for Stockton. Out of play inside the Colorado 45. There was pressure from French, and boy, King did well to get rid of that ball quickly.
But Bailey Stockton has been the go-to guy here in this first half for Georgia Tech outside, and just poorly played by DJ McKinney, who's typically so good. Doesn't leverage
Colorado
the football,
should be
caught inside, allows
big right
Stockton
now.
to get to the perimeter, and a huge pickup to move the sticks for the Yellow Jackets.
4 catches, 48 yards.
It's going to be a long year if this is their best.
33 of those after the catch. Penalty marker down. Movement by Georgia Tech.
Colorado, they're going to improve too, but for Georgia Tech to turn the ball over so much and Colorado only have 7 points up on the board, not good.
ESPN, all in one place. Live games, live stats. Plus, you can track your fantasy teams and personalize with your favorite leagues, teams, and players.
Will be such a key to have on a day like tomorrow, Dave Pash, with all the great games all across our networks. Get it all right there, the ESPN app.
And all starting in Columbus with College Game Day. Swinging it out to Hosley.
Oh, they could be trouble.
40, inside the 30, and Hosley all the way to the 22. They're starting to wear Colorado out on the perimeter with some short passing.
Those screens are getting to Colorado.
Just a flare screen outside. He's got
Patriot style.
in front. Good perimeter blocking once again. I feel like I've been a broken record saying that here today, but Malachi
Halfback screen. Stop
was
to kill him.
outstanding at Penn. Was an All-American there at the FCS level.
Colorado's defense looks
Making an
gas.
impact here in this first half, both running it and catching it.
And they have over 200 yards as a team.
They're not even in the right coverage.
Out of an empty set, King, another quick pass to the edge.
Oh, nice tackle.
Open field tackle that time by Sean Myers on Zion Taylor, who caught the ball at the line of scrimmage.
It's an area that they thought they really upgraded this Colorado defense. Talking with the defensive coordinator, Robert Livingston, loves the athleticism of these linebackers. A nice play on the perimeter by Sean Myers.
We'll see.
Year 2 for Livingston, longtime assistant coach with the Cincinnati Bengals. Facing a 4-man rush.
Nice pass.
Inside the 15.
Zone coverage.
Rivers.
3 guys
First
around.
down at the 13.
I love this route. Just work a little
That
curl
was a good
scheme
throw.
back to the football and good strong hands on the pass delivered from Haynes King. Pockets clean, steps into that throw. A nice connection from Haynes King and his new target.
Seems like King
First
is
and
really
10.
settled into the game now. He's completed his last 4 passes.
Colorado's defense
Since the interception. First
been
down
on the
12.
field.
Stockton, the ball carrier. And down to the
Wild.
7-yard line. His only touchdown a year ago was in the bowl game against Vanderbilt. But as you mentioned, Dusty, he is being featured here in the first half for Tech.
Hand it to him, throw it to him. Just continue to contribute to this offense. And speaking of contribute, Jamal Haynes just delivered a devastating block on the perimeter. These running backs, when the ball's off their hands, they are still lively within this play. just shows what Britt Key demands from everybody on this offense, on this
Second
team.
and 5.
Inside the 10 for the second time. Had to settle for 3 last time. Design run for Haynes King. Lowers his shoulder. He'll come up short of the first down by about a yard. It'll be 3rd down. Okunlola in there first. For Colorado.
3rd down and 2. From like the 3 or 4 yard line, I believe, for Georgia Tech. Auburn's getting ready to score again. Wow. 3rd and 2 for Georgia Tech. Here we go. 7-3 Colorado. Quarterback keeper. First down. Touchdown. Georgia Tech takes the lead over Deion Sanders' Colorado Buffaloes. Through all those turnovers, they're still up. That's not good that's a bad sign. Colorado could be in trouble this year.
That linebacker coming down. Haynes King lowers the shoulder and gets in the end zone for the
Time to
first
punch out. You
Georgia
won't
Tech
call it
touchdown
tonight.
of the season.
So despite being -3 in the turnover ratio, they lead the game 10-7 after the extra point by Aiden Berg. 4:33 to go in the first half.
Well, this is exactly what this offense is about. Physicality and a veteran quarterback. Haynes King finds the end zone for the first time tonight.
Georgia Tech, despite 3 turnovers, leads 10-7 over Colorado. Auburn just kicked a field goal, 17-3. Nice. Auburn starting to run away with this game. 5:45 to go in the second. I'm surprised Colorado's hasn't been able to put points up with all the turnovers. I don't get it. If they don't score soon, they're in fucking trouble.
How do you get all that flavor on just one pan? Oh, Hidden Valley Ranch seasoning. Nice. This school night dinner gets an A+ from me. Hidden Valley Ranch. Only serious about flavor.
When Verizon gives you a free phone on any plan,
Gemini, show me the concealer.
you use AI a lot.
The long, thin tube in the middle.
Yes, boyfriend of the year.
I thought Deion would be doing better with recruiting, in all honesty. It doesn't seem like he's doing it. I know he's just starting out, but it doesn't seem like he's doing as well with the recruiting as I thought he would. Plus, his kids aren't there anymore. Travis ain't there no more. But I thought he was going to generate a lot of people wanting to go play for him. More than he has. People know that are on the top. You got to play in the SEC. I think that's hurting them a lot. That they're a Big 12 team. But it's only 2 quarters of the first game of the year. So I shouldn't judge them so early. But I worry about them scoring points, obviously.
On Auburn and Baylor, it was Arnold on the ground. Now it's Austin on the ground. Auburn's just tacked on a field goal as well, and they're running away in Waco. Full scores and highlights from around the country at the half. Dave.
What
What did you think Auburn coming into the year, Dusty?
I didn't know. I thought it was a huge question mark. They're talented at wide receiver, good offensive line, talented on defense. So many questions. Could Jackson Arnold get it right? An impressive start for them against a good Baylor team there in Waco.
Georgia Tech leading for the first time. Another touchback. Colorado will start on the 25. Our Labor Day weekend on ABC and ESPN rolls on tomorrow. It starts at noon Eastern in Atlanta. Syracuse and Tennessee, Alabama, Florida State to follow. And then Saturday Night Football, LSU at Clemson. 2 games on Sunday, one on ESPN, South Carolina, Virginia Tech, ABC, Notre Dame, Miami, and then Bill Belichick's debut Monday night.
LSU Clemson. Here's my question. LSU, rebuilt offensive line. Can they block the front of Clemson? They got Peter Woods, who's going to be a first-round pick. They got TJ Parker, one of the best pass rushers in the country. What can LSU's offensive line do against that front? It's going to be a huge factor and key in tomorrow night's matchup.
Clemson coming off a college football playoff appearance. Its quarterback, Dave Klubnik, returns. Colorado going back to the ground game with the quarterback, Salter, keeping. And he's thrown forward close to a first down. And he's got it. It's a gain of 11. Since the first drive, only 32 yards of offense and no passing yards. Just 2 completions, one for +3, one for -3 for Caden Salter.
I love the first down play call to start this drive. Get Caden Salter on the perimeter. Get Zach Atkins, the big tight end, out in front blocking. Good play call and nice execution to get a first down.
Salter on the move will keep again.
Good deal.
This time gets drilled by Omar Daniels, the free safety, after a pickup of 3.
Blake Gideon, first time ever calling
Colorado
plays. He comes over from Texas. Well-respected, highly regarded, young, talented coach. And
They're going to get going on offense.
Secondary.
Their defense is
One thing he
getting
wanted to work
tired.
on was tackling and leverage tackling. Nice job there on the first down with the tackle coming from the back end.
Gideon is Tech's 4th defensive coordinator in the last 4 years. Salter to throw. Throws to the
Oh, nice play.
But keeping his balance was Price. Or no, he did go down after Daniels made the hit in the backfield for a loss of about 4.
Well, you can see Omar Daniels, he reads this and he plays it so well. He's going to start to creep down as that motion comes, sifts through, works right before Zach Atkins can get out in front.
Nowhere to go.
Nice job, catch tackle from the safety, Omar Daniels. Back-to-back plays for the 5th-year senior.
3rd and 10. Colorado needs the first down.
A player like Travis Hunter or the experience of Shedeur Sanders, even though Caden Salter's experience, it's his first start in this environment. Tough to put a quarterback in 3rd and 10. He throws it deep, and he's got a receiver.
Nice, out of bounds.
Inside the 30-yard line by Omarion Miller.
I didn't think he caught it.
What a throw downfield by Caden Salter. I guess it wasn't too much pressure in that
was a nice
situation.
looking
The
ball.
dart, 40 yards downfield.
Boy, he's got time. He steps into the pass.
Beautiful throw.
And the safety doesn't get over the top, and a dime delivered.
What a catch.
Concentration on the sidelines and adjustment from Omarion Miller. Huge 3rd down conversion and a confidence-building throw for Caden Salter.
That
They
was
needed
big.
that with the way things have been going for the offense. And that movement on the right side of the line by Kareem Harden.
55. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
Terrible fucking flag.
For 20 years, All-State has celebrated every field goal and extra point.
Just hit a huge 40-yard play, and then you're going to jump. Deion's going to lose it at halftime. I would go get that lineman and take him out of the fucking game.
It's timeouts remaining. They will snap it at 2:02. And Salter waiting for some blockers. Actually looked like if he would have cut it upfield initially, he might have had some room. Maybe a little too patient that time. Only got 1 yard. 1:54 to go. We've hit the 2-minute timeout.
Was NFL Sunday Ticket in you?
Yeah, they're not moving the ball very well. Hit that one big play. Then the penalty, that last play sucked. Deion looks sick. 2-minute warning. Let's check out Auburn Baylor. 4th and 9. Baylor with the ball. They're going for it. Throw deep. He's got his man. Touchdown. Wow. Baylor. Big touchdown on 4th and 9. Kobe Prentice. They hit the extra point. It'll be a 7-point game. I knew Baylor wouldn't go away that easy. I had a feeling. Nice. 35, 36-yard touchdown reception. Right down the seam. No one even covered him. I don't even get that shit. That was too easy. Kick is up and good. 3:21 to go in the second quarter. Auburn 17, Baylor 10. Big 4th down touchdown.
One score.
Baylor getting it done on 4th down. It's already getting cool up here where I live. Fall is coming quick. Summer is over. It's coming. I am so bummed. I wanted to get one more good beach weekend. It's not even going to hit 80 again, I don't think. Oh, well. Next summer we'll be in good shape for it. So I'm going to think about all winter. Getting in shape for the beach next summer. All right, Kenneth. Peace, dude. I'm probably going to boogie at halftime anyway. I'm surprised. I thought more people were into college football. It doesn't seem like it, at least yet.
The Packer speaks for the first time since the trade that rocked the NFL. All that more at the half. Dave.
My broadcast partner here is a diehard Cowboy fan. He's been in tears for the last 24 hours.
I grew up in Dallas. It's been a tough 24 hours. No doubt about that.
Meanwhile, Colorado trying to tie the game here before halftime. Going to keep it on the ground in 2nd and 14. They get back to the original line of scrimmage with Price. Bring up 3rd down.
I think Britt Key may be trying to be taking time out here.
This was while we were away, Coach Prime showing fire and intensity, talking first to his quarterback and then some coaches and players. Boy, he was really energized yesterday, and he had told us, obviously, it's been a fight after having to go through what he went through in the spring when he was diagnosed with bladder cancer and had to go through surgery to have his bladder removed. He said at times he doesn't have great energy, but he was pretty fired up when we talked to him yesterday.
He was fired up, and he's fired up about the future of this program, and he doesn't think they're taking any step back whatsoever. And it was great to talk with him. His spirits were high, his energy was up, and still bringing the juice down there on the field here tonight. So Brent Key called the timeout after that 2nd down. He wants his defense to get a stop, and he wants to put the ball in his veteran quarterback, Haynes King's hands. So now 3rd and 10. Be interesting to see here.
Colorado cannot move the ball, really.
Would you keep it on the ground here and play it safe?
No, I'm trying to move. I'm trying to move the sticks and get closer. I mean, You're right now at a 42-yard field goal. I'm trying to get a 1st down.
See how much they trust their quarterback. They trust him enough. He's going to throw. In trouble. Steps up. And Salter fell forward. Actually picked up a yard. Akilo Stone was there first. So it'll be, as Georgia Tech calls another timeout, about a 41-yard field goal try.
They brought pressure once again, and it's going to come clean They get home, and Caden Salter does a nice job avoiding the initial pressure. Just tries to get something out of nothing, but we've seen now multiple times on third down. Blake Gideon, he's dialing up the pressure on these third down situations.
So one timeout left for Tech. They're setting up for a field goal. Let's check in with Taylor.
Well, one thing Deion Sanders did say is this is the first time Caden Salter